welcome to the October 2025 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue Memo. My name is Eric Richardson, Senior Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, a nonpartisan support agency of the Iowa Legislature. This video will cover year-to-date Iowa net general fund revenue for fiscal year 2026 through November 3rd. I will also discuss the fiscal year 2026 and 2027 revenue estimates established at the October Revenue Estimating Conference. Through November 3rd, net revenue on a fiscal year basis has decreased 6.7% and minus $165 million. This table provides the net revenue growth through November 3rd by major revenue category, and it shows that net individual income tax has decreased by $180 million and 14.6% through November 3rd. The decrease thus far in FY 2026 for the individual income tax is mainly due to the decrease in the individual income tax rate from a top rate of 5.7% to a flat 3.8% as of January 1st, 2025, with the bulk of the rate reduction impacting FY 2026 general fund revenue. Corporate tax net revenue decreased by 23.4% and $43 million. Sales tax net revenue has increased 7.4% and $64 million, while sales tax transfers out for school infrastructure have decreased by 0.8% thus far in FY 2026 compared to the prior year. The Revenue Estimating Conference, or REC, met on October 16th and revised the existing fiscal year 2026 general fund estimate and established an initial estimate for fiscal year 2027. The FY 2026 action of the REC subtracted $358 million in expected net receipts, including transfers to the fiscal year 2026 general fund balance sheet. Net revenue growth, including transfer revenue for FY 2026, is now projected to be 9% below the actual fiscal year 2025 level, with a projected decrease equal to $805 million. The projected decrease for this fiscal year reflects the impact of significant state tax rate reductions effective for tax year 2025, as well as the impact of the federal One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which was enacted in July 2025. Besides the individual income tax rate decrease beginning tax year 2025, the top rate of inheritance tax decreased from 2% to 0% going forward. The insurance premium tax rate decreased from 0.975% to 0.950%, and the franchise tax rate decreased from 4.4% to 4.1%. Meanwhile, state rule conformity to federal taxable income means that Iowa taxable revenue is expected to decrease in FY 2026 and in future years as policies from the OBA, including the Act's various tax deductions, begin to materialize. The October REC also established the first estimate for fiscal year 2027. That estimate is $8.394 billion, an increase of $260 million at 3.2% compared to the new estimate for fiscal year 2026. The REC will review fiscal year 2026 and 2027 general fund revenue estimates again at its December meeting, and those estimates will be used by the governor and the legislature to start the fiscal year 2027 budgeting process for the upcoming session. In summary, the fiscal year basis net revenue decrease was 6.7%. Through November 3rd, which is above the most recent REC projected growth rate for the full fiscal year. However, tax deductions in the OBA and the reduction in the income tax rate to 3.8% beginning January 1st, 2025 are expected to reduce FY 2026 revenue compared to FY 2025 as refunds are processed for tax year 2025. The Revenue Estimating Conference, which is due to take place in mid-December, we'll have 2 more months of actual FY 2026 revenue to use for consideration with FY 2026 and FY 2027 revenue forecasts. I thank you for your time and your interest in Iowa General Fund revenue. Goodbye, and please check out the next monthly video memo in early December.